Well, let's get going because we're now and it's my fault, but we're now a minute late. Let's do this.
Woo!
Are we a minute late?
We are now.
Distance nerding.
Hey! Whoa, what up, ladies and gentlemen? It is that time. Tuesday. It's Taco Tuesday. You know what that means.
Tacos? Are we having tacos?
Well, we're having tacos. You are now watching and listening and experiencing distance nerding.
Oh,
No. Oh, part of the Comic-Con Radio podcast family. That was me. I apologize.
There we go. All right. Well, she's obviously auditioning to play America Ferrera in Barbie 2. It's Jenn from Frey Comics.
Holy Mark Grayson, it's SHDU.
he's Dr. Doom's personal assistant. It's young Phil.
100% true. I am 100% Dr. Doom's personal assistant. And we're here to nerd together. Obviously not for the 185th time.
We're here to nord together.
We're here to nerd together. We're talking anything pop culture, news, movies, music, food, wrestling, comics, Comic-Cons, whatever you're nerding out on, we want to talk about it. Ladies and gentlemen, follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, Threads, YouTube, Discord, all the places, all at Dist. Oh, wait a minute. There's, that. Dist. It's nerding.
Oh, no. See, it's just space because it's distance. Oh, because there's distance. Oh.
You're getting.
It's like America
Good.
to
Oh,
Norway.
it's clever. It's good.
Yeah. It's nerding at AOL.com, and we will read your email on the air, ladies and gentlemen. Or not ladies and gentlemen. I mean, you guys are all here, but Frey, SHDU, how are we doing? How was your guys' weekend?
It was amazing because we got to see Deadpool Wolverine.
Yes.
Which was amazing.
We are not talking spoilers tonight, but we will be talking spoilers soon.
This little fella.
Yeah. We will be
he did next week.
We will be talking about it. There's going to be an entire conversation on it, and
yes.
We're going to have.
Because if we start talking about it, that will be the entire show.
Oh yeah, no, I will talk. I will talk Deadpool all day, and
a lot to get through because there's been a lot that's happened.
Yeah, this is also dual Comic-Con weekends, so it's like we got a lot to talk about. So with that being said, and without going on too hard of a tangent right now, ladies and gentlemen, you have now stumbled onto the best or probably the worst kept secret on all of the internet. Ladies and gentlemen, you are now watching The Download. Well, I did not mean to play that twice. So
you get 2 intros for the price of 1.
No, you know what it is because I loop the videos when I'm playing it at the beginning and I forget like loop. So then it goes in place again. Well, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, here we are. We are here. Let's get right into this. This week on deck, we've got the Geekend Update. It's not on there.
Oh.
That's a wrap on Meadowlark.
Oh, you're a robot again.
You're a robot.
Oh, crud. Okay, I'll be back. I'm a demon!
She's Jake the Goat.
It's okay. Anytime we play the intro, that's what happens.
Yeah, I think it just like overloads.
Yeah.
Sound.
But
continuing swiftly on.
We
Lights,
are
camera reaction.
too long, didn't watch. We'll cover it soon. No lights, camera, reaction this week, guys. But we are starting rumors.
Are we
Are
getting
we getting a rainbow
Hulk?
of Hulks?
I like you both did it at the same time. And of course, the download.
All the STCC news for you, plus some bad jokes from the DN crew.
Yeah, because that's what
It's mostly me.
It's me. It's SHDU. SHDU's the problem. SHDU.
I rewrote a lot of the jokes, so they're very bad.
Mezzo's in the chat right now saying, Frey, your hair looks beautiful.
I was like seriously just like saying something back to her. It's like, hello,
There's a
hi,
rumor.
Mezzo.
And then also, yes, I did hear the rumor that Mezzo hurt herself.
Yes.
Mezzo, I
you're
think
doing
we can
well.
confirm that rumor, and I hope you get well soon.
Yes, get well, Metzi.
Yeah, we were just starting the show when that news started popping in. I was like, "You're back, no."
It's your back this time? Oh, I haven't like looked. Oh, I'm so sorry.
Yeah,
Okay, well, enjoy the insanity that is us.
yeah, exactly. Sit back, relax, and
Don't laugh too hard.
not relax too hard. But I
Yeah,
mean,
don't laugh too much. If it gets too funny,
then
As
you
it probably
okay.
will.
bow out. Yeah, just bow out. But before we get into all that stuff, of course, ladies and gentlemen, but first, let me get a shout out.
Dubby is an emerging. Is it emerging? No, it's
No,
a
it's
brand
a
of
blonde.
energy drink created to help focus, concentration, reaction time with no jitters or crash. Clearly, Phil hasn't had his yet because I got to do this. No maltodextrin, sugars, fillers, artificial colors, or dyes, and it's keto friendly. What? Dubby contains neurofactor to help give your brain focus and clarity, and the 150 milligrams of caffeine and 3 essential B vitamins help you stay alert and energized. Find out more at dubby.gg. Again, that is www.dubby.gg, and that's for goodness gracious. Use the code NERDING10 for 10% off at checkout.
There you go.
Finally
Good
got
job.
to do one.
I know, right? She just jumped on it before I had a chance to even say anything.
Like a cougar.
Yeah, well, I mean, you know, is that what we're calling you nowadays?
Yep, I'm a cougar.
Okay.
I've accepted it.
Yeah,
I'm married to a
I'm-
younger man.
I'm not sure how
My
I feel
third
about
husband
this.
will be a younger man.
The
and my
moment-
fourth
I am not
husband
sure
will be
how
a
I feel
younger
about
man.
this now.
The moment you said Cougar, the first thing I did was look down at SHDU's face and see what his reaction to It's like, I don't want to hear my mom is a cougar.
You know, my father
No,
That's
called
Mom-
himself a DILF several times.
My
I'm just
father
uncomfortable in general, so
was a drinker. Okay, Sandra Betty saying she did get injured as well over the weekend.
Oh, no.
She got beat up by a 4-year-old on Friday before we
Oh,
before we went to Oregon.
Oh goodness.
Yeah. And it like threw her back out. It was she wasn't able to do a lot over the weekend. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for the Geek End update.
this just in, Distance Nerding is on Comic-Con Radio. Look for the Distance Nerding podcast, even this episode, and our second show, A Comic Conversation, each week on comic-con radio.com/podcast.
Now, actually, fun fact, we are playing catch up with Comic-Con Radio right now, with Comic Conversation. So as of right now, for the next at least the next month and a half, we're putting out daily episodes Monday through Friday.
Woo!
Yeah, so be on the lookout for that. You're going to be getting a whole raft of new episodes of Comic Conversation, and that's just going to give you guys a whole bunch of new content and new stuff to listen to while you're listening to the stuff, guys. So there you go. Later on tonight, 2 episodes are going to be coming out. Joey DeAria, who most famously was Bozo the Clown, but also was Droopy Dog in Tom and Jerry, and Butch the Cat and Tom and Jerry. He
Didn't
played
Droopy
Whisper and
have
Joe
his
Robots.
own series?
But he played him in a newer iteration of it.
Oh, okay. All right,
Yeah.
great.
So he wasn't the original Droopy dog. He was
Okay.
he played Droopy in a more recent iteration of it.
Oh, the new stuff.
Not like the newer stuff. It was like a newer version of it, but I mean, like it wasn't like the new.
Are you feeling
It's a
slightly
Tom and
uncomfortable
Jerry.
now?
It was a Tom and Jerry.
It was a
So-
version
so
of
let's-
Tom and Jerry.
Have I made you a little uncomfortable by having you explain all that, or
No.
are you in your wheelhouse? Okay, I think
No, we're good. We're good.
Good.
Good. And then also the other episode coming out tonight is Barry Evans. Barry Evans was he was one of the guys in the actual suits for Super Sentai, the what became Power Rangers.
Oh, cool.
Cool.
Yeah, so he was one of the dudes in Super Sentai in Japan. You know, the show that was repurposed for Power Rangers later. So and he's
No, I'm just laughing that
So we
Shadu
said the
and
exact same thing in the exact same way at the same
are
time.
sharing a brain tonight.
I mean,
Sorry.
it happens.
It really does.
So look out for those 2 episodes tonight, and then of course for the rest of the week we've got episodes scheduled to come out with various things that we've done, some fun interviews that we've done over the course of the month here. So over the course of the year, of course the last year here, until we catch back up and we have all of our latest episodes out. So with that being said, let's talk about the events of the weekend, ladies and gentlemen. Metal Art Comic-Con just happened this weekend in Medford, Oregon, and we got to hang out with Andy Merrill from Space Ghost Coast to Coast, Aqua Teen Hunger Force. He was in Adventure Time. He was in all kinds of stuff, man. Like all kinds of fun stuff. Stephen Constantino from Star Wars, Lou Temple, who's most famous for Walking Dead, Walker Texas Ranger, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. He's been in 4 Rob Zombie movies, you know, all kinds of fun stuff like that.
Yeah.
So
and then-
what you're saying is he really likes Walker,
Yes,
just in general.
just walking.
If it has
Walking.
walk in it,
It has
it's
walk in
probably
it.
gonna
Right,
be
right.
in it.
Yeah.
And of course, Dave Fenoy, who's been in every video game you've ever loved, and has been in every. He's been
And
in
several times.
Yeah,
Probably.
he's been in a lot of iconic cartoons as well. So
It's been a long time since I've really been intimidated by someone. I wasn't even intimidated by Sean Astin. I was nervous, but I wasn't intimidated. Just doing the research on Dave Fenoy, I was freaking intimidated. This guy has done everything. He is the voice of Hulu.com.
he is.
He was the voice of Lexus. He was the voice of McDonald's. He was the voice. He's like almost all the award shows that you could have a voice for. He's been it or is currently it.
It's Dave's world, and we're all just talking in it.
Yeah, no, seriously, the dude has been.
Dave is leading the shadow government, people. You heard it here first.
Yeah, and he's also a super humble guy. Like he's not in any way someone who is just like, oh yeah, well I've done everything. Like you know,
Which is almost more terrifying.
Yeah. He played Pong Krell in
Exactly.
in Star Wars.
Oh.
You know, arguably one of the most impactful characters in that last season.
Yeah. I mean, like this guy has done it all, and he has.
Not the last
still have
season,
the
for the
amazing
record.
long dreadlocks?
Yeah. Oh, dude, his locks are long.
For the
I'm
record,
telling
Pong Crow
you.
was not in the last season. I don't think.
Oh, was he the season before that then? I know he was one of the later seasons. He wasn't.
He was somewhere in the middle, but he was not in the last season because he.
Look,
he
I'm
died.
trying to compliment this man.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to.
I
Be a
think
nerd.
he could do an amazing cosplay of Corliss Valerian.
Yes, he could play Valerian.
He could, and
probably could.
also,
He probably still will.
you know what?
Yeah.
If they need a Magneto, live action Magneto, Dave Fenoy.
He can do it. Well,
can
that's
see
the thing.
that.
He doesn't do very much live action stuff. He prefers doing voiceover. But I mean,
Yeah.
still, like,
But
can-
he's got those luscious locks.
and you know, he played Blade too, right?
He played
Yeah.
Blade.
in
yeah.
one of the games, right? Or
Yeah.
was it in one? Yeah, okay. I thought I saw that.
Yeah, he played Blade. He the dude has played in every major franchise you've ever come to love.
Yes. He was somebody in Mass Effect, wasn't he?
Yes, he was.
Yeah. Who was he in Mass Effect?
He was
I
in all
forgot.
the Fallout games. He's played a different character in every Fallout game.
He's been in some
Yeah.
Elder Scrolls stuff.
Elder
Mostly
Scrolls
online.
Yeah.
Of course, he is the main character in the first season of the Walking Dead Telltale game. But he also did the Telltale Borderlands game. He's done games for a couple games for Telltale.
Right? Yeah. Wasn't
was,
also like a
oh,
Batman
yeah.
game too, and he played
he plays Lucius Fox. Yeah,
Lucius Fox in
the Arkham games.
That's it. That was what
he
it
was. He was Okir in Mass Effect. He's Warlord Okir.
Okir. Okay. All
Yeah.
right.
He's Gwen's dad.
Oh yeah. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like he's all kinds of different characters. So check this out.
That's awesome.
We had a whole lot of fun. We did a bunch of interviews on stage as we always do, but we're gonna go with this. So the Saturday night, right? We always do our taco question.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And I always, at the end, once everybody says, what their favorite taco is, I'll talk about al pastor and everything like that. So Steven goes,
yes, we're very well aware of that.
right, well, I know. That's why I didn't go over it. I was like, yeah, just a reminder, right?
Yeah.
So Steven Constantino, who played a Gamorrean guard in Star Wars, on our way out, he goes, hey, so what are you doing for dinner? And I was like, we don't know yet. And he goes, let's go get some tacos. I'm like, sounds like a good idea. Let's do it, right? So we're on our way to go meet him at the hotel, and Andy Merrill, who plays Brack in all the Space Ghost stuff, he needed to ride back to the hotel. So I was like, all right, hop in, let's go, right? So I go text them to go meet us in the lobby so we can kind of figure out what we're gonna do. Andy goes, well, he sat in the chair in his hotel room, and he said he started passing out. So he's like, I'm not gonna go. He goes, we'll hang out tomorrow. So Steven's like, okay, well, let's go figure this out. And then he calls me right before we go downstairs, and he goes, hey, so Lou Temple and Dave Fennoy are gonna come with us too.
Damn.
Right. And I was like, okay, cool. Now that's fine. There's not enough room in my truck, but like, we're gonna do this.
Let's see how to do
right.
this. Yeah.
We will figure this out, right? Oh, sorry. Awesome Meng in Instagram's asking what our thoughts on Doctor Doom as Iron Man. We're gonna get to that.
Yes,
we're getting
we will
there.
absolutely
Awesome,
get to that. Yeah.
But so we get to the lobby. There's not enough room in my truck, and I know that that Van from Kyber Cave, Van and his whole entourage were coming with us too. So we have them meet us at our hotel. And basically between the two vehicles, we figure everything out, right?
You Tetris that shit, didn't you?
We kind of did, but
and you threw Lou Temple in the trunk. It's okay.
No, that wouldn't have happened. Let's just say that Van
Tater would have gone to the trunk.
Van's vehicle had seats pulled out, and there were no like actual seats in there, and people were laying on the floor. Let's just go with that.
Okay.
Very unsafe, but hey, it already happened, so it's whatever. So we're on our way to this place. I look up this restaurant, or at least what seemed to be a restaurant, because you can see where this is gonna go.
Yep.
Seemed to be a restaurant, and he threw us in Van's trunk. I look at the reviews. It says it's the best al pastor in the entire Rogue Valley. Everything, like everybody's talking about
Oregon.
Right, but I mean that should still say something, right? There's enough Latinos in Oregon. So we start driving there, and already we're starting to drive under a bridge. So we're already like, oh, we're not in the greatest neighborhood right now. But I'm just like, yeah, but see, you guys live in LA, you understand, right? The worst neighborhoods have the best food. So
yeah.
So we get there, pull in, gravel parking lot. It's a food truck.
Of course
Oh man.
Of course it is.
Now Lou wanted to sit down because he was kind of already upset that we weren't going to go to a sit down place to get steaks. That's what he wanted, right? And Dave is like, yeah, this is kind of sketchy.
Yeah.
But basically, Steven's like, no, let's try it out, man. I'm telling you, this is, I mean, we'll just try it out. If it's bad, it's bad. If it's good, it's good. Whatever, right? So we go in, and there's a tent in front of the food truck with tables, so we at least could like put some tables together and whatnot. The first thing where everything starts looking up is we order a shit ton of food.
Yeah.
Right. Less than $100.
Yeah.
Right. Already, that's a big deal. Less than $100 when you have like 13 people and everybody's getting like 6 or 7 tacos and giant burritos and drinks and stuff like that. Like we really did not spend that much at all. Right. And then the food came out really fast. Right.
Okay.
So we're all sitting there. It's all starting to look up a little bit. And Dave is the first one to take a bite. Right. He goes, all right, well, let's see how good this is. Right. So he takes a bite out of his burrito and you just see this look of just pure bliss come over his face.
Oh, yes.
Right. And he was like, oh, my God, this is delicious. Right. And so we're just sitting there. We all just start eating and we're all just kind of in agreement that the food is really fucking good. Right. Oh, the other thing, when we were walking in, there was like a group of people that were there that were like, no, this is the best food in Oregon. You guys don't understand. This is the best food in Oregon.
Why
and
do
the
I
line,
feel like the spirit of Ming Chen was with you all?
I know. The line behind us were nobody in line spoke English. Everybody was speaking Spanish. So that's another good sign.
Yeah, that is a good sign. If
it's a great sign.
Yeah.
Is when Latinos are going there, it's always a good sign. So so we all start eating, and it was funny because like at first Lou was not into it at all, and then as he's like starting to eat, he goes, well, it wasn't expensive. Like he goes, my 4 tacos would have been $30 in LA. So I mean, like, this is fine. And he starts eating it, and he's like, oh my God, this is so good, right? Having conversations. And he ends up telling me, because like I apologize. I was like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry I didn't take you to a sit down restaurant, man. Like, I thought it was a sit down restaurant. He goes, no, don't apologize. The food was really good and it was cheap. So I can't complain about that.
Right. Yeah.
Right. And basically we ended up having that kind of like bonded all of us together. We ended up having an even better Sunday.
Oh, that's awesome.
Because we were all just kind of like cracking jokes and, back and forth and going and saying what's up to each other and everything. So it was like really cool. So Sunday happened. Sunday was a really good show. Sunday night, we end up going out with Andy. Right. Because he didn't go out the night before with us. We end up going to a pub and getting some food there. And that was actually really good too. Right. But we ended up getting a million stories that were not on the podcast from Andy Merrill, right? One of them was, which is like one of my favorite stories that he tells, which we'll have that out hopefully in the next couple of weeks here. But yeah, no, it like just having a sit down dinner with Andy Merrill and just shooting the shit and him telling us like insider baseball stories and all these other stuff.
Cool.
It was just a lot of fun. So we had a great weekend at the con, and the con did really well. So I mean, that's it was a very good weekend. Another weekend that James got to miss out on.
Just like he's missing out on the show.
Yeah, like he's missing out. So that was our weekend this weekend, guys. So with that being said, this weekend, I know, right? This weekend. Let's talk about KyberCon 4, baby. Woo! Ladies and gentlemen, this weekend. Pew. KyberCon 4 is happening Saturday, August 3rd at All Funked Up in Vacaville, California. Vacaville. The con you didn't know you needed, KyberCon 4, is absolutely free. So make your way there. Go and hang out with the Kyber Cave crew and meet some fun people. Well, it's going to be from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. inside of All Funked Up at the Vacaville Outlet Mall. Chris Bartlett from Star Wars is going to be there. He is the successor to C-3PO. He's the guy that plays basically every droid in Disney now.
Yes.
Right. As well as musician. I was looking at the wrong thing there. As musician, Gonzalez is going to be there. He was the drummer on Jabba's barge in
awesome.
Return of the Jedi. Now, of course, Mandalorian Merc, the Mandalorian Mercs are going to be there. Imperial Outlanders, R2 and the D Squad. Comic book writer H. Scott is going to be there. They're going to be giving away things every hour. There's going to be a costume contest at 2:00 and a panel with Chris Bartlett himself at 3.
Cool.
It is partially hosted by us. James is going to be the one hosting, but he's only going to be there until 2. So we're going to try and figure out costume contest and the panel and everything. I unfortunately couldn't get the day off of work, so I'm not going to make it to that one. As I tried today to see if I can get somebody to take it for me, but like nobody's willing to switch to Saturday with me.
Yeah, Saturday, trying to get somebody to work on a Saturday in the summer is not.
Yeah. A lot of it is because like people are just like, I want to be with my family, or they just don't want to work on Saturdays in general. So, I really did try. I called like everybody, and they're like, no, I can't do it. So,
James needs to pull his weight.
James has another family thing that he's got to do on Saturday, but he's gonna be there from 11 to 2 at minimum. So he won't be able to do the costume contest and the celebrity panel, but he'll be there to do kind of like other like announcements and prize giveaways for the first half of the day.
No,
and of course Kyber Cave people will be there too. So
and of course like all your favorite people from Kyber Cave, from the Kyber Cave website, from the YouTube channel. It is the website technically, but I mean, like from the Kyber Cave Productions, all your favorite people except for of course the ones that don't live in California, like your Jenns and your Graveyards and your SHDUs and your and your Forzes, your Forzes. But yeah, guys, make your way there. Make sure you're there and say hello to say hello to.
Hello to our little friend Van.
Well, I was gonna say hello on behalf of young Phil.
Yes, and James eventually,
and James. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is it for the Geekend update.
Bye, everybody. Oh, wait, no, we still have a lot more to do.
We've got so much more to do, ladies and gentlemen.
You have connected with us. Oh,
let's start some rumors here.
I don't know. It's appropriate because it's a storm. Suddenly, we were in an 80s video.
Exactly. All right. Well, let's jump right into the first rumor we have here. I Am Legend 2. I Am Legend screenwriter and producer Akiva Goldsman recently teased that some news would be dropping soon about Will Smith and Michael B. Jordan's I Am Legend 2. Now, Deadline is reporting that Warner Brothers is interested in hiring Transformers Rise of the Beast filmmaker Stephen Caple Jr. to direct the film. Goldsman also revealed at Comic-Con over the weekend that he has also completed a second draft of the script for I Am Legend 2 after meeting with Jordan and Smith. So, guys, tacos on the table. Are we interested in an I Am Legend sequel?
No. I mean, my tacos are not on the table for this. I don't think they needed a second draft. No.
In terms of likelihood, my decayed, very quickly running Will Smith adjacent tacos are on the table just for likelihood, because they would totally do something like this.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like it, but they're on the table.
Yeah, here's the thing, right? Do we want it to happen? I don't necessarily need it to happen because it's going off book at that point, right? Like, they didn't really kind of expand on this in any of the books. It kind of ends where it ends and it's supposed to be ambiguous. The new story that they're doing is something, because remember, there's alternate endings. It was almost like a choose your own ending with that movie.
Whatever.
right? So there's an ending.
You can tell I am not interested in this.
Well, I'm
at
saying
all.
there's
Very
an
ambivalent.
ending where spoilers, Will Smith dies. There's an ending where he doesn't die. And what it is if they're doing a second movie, that means they have to verify and confirm one canon ending.
I see.
Yeah, no.
See.
This is, when we ask that question, what is a movie sequel that should never be made? This is my answer.
This is the there we go. This is the
Yeah.
I don't know why. There we
This
Nope.
is my answer.
Ah.
This right here. This
better.
movie right here
Here,
should never
there we
have
go.
a freaking sequel.
There you go. Well, I mean that's fine. It's your
You're like, you don't know what to say.
no
Never
because
heard
I'm
me do this.
no like my whole thing is I don't know how I feel about this. I don't know if it's like I'm indifferent. You know what I mean? Like I don't care if we get one. If we do get one, I'm probably gonna wait till it hits DVD anyways. Streaming.
So I'm with Jeff. He's just gonna go around and slap all his enemies.
I mean, that would be a better movie, hands
I
down.
think so too.
Keep my wife's flesh out of your damn mouth.
Hands down. Remember, they're technically not zombies, they're technically vampires. It's weird.
Yeah.
Keep my wife's blood out of your damn mouth. And speaking of movie sequels we do want to be made, we have Brave New Hulks. Captain America Brave New World star Anthony Mackie has just revealed a big plot point in the movie during an interview with Entertainment Weekly at Comic-Con.
That is entertainment. So I mean,
Yes, during an entertainment interview with Weekly at Comic-Con, as he was talking about the movie, the actor mentioned that multiple Hulks will appear in the film. We already knew that Harrison Ford's President Thunderbolt Ross would transform into Red Hulk, but we can now expect to see even more Hulks.
We're getting a Red She-Hulk, everybody.
Mackie said, the events of Hulk and his film don't pertain to this movie at all. And when he shows up, not Red Hulk, the other Hulk, there are multiple Hulks. And
okay.
We don't have anything else.
Anthony Mackie, Tom Holland needs to come back and just razz Anthony Mackie for that. That was a slip up that needed to not happen. And if Benedict Cumberbatch had been there with Anthony Mackie, it wouldn't have happened.
Captain America Brave New World opens in U.S. theaters on February 14th of 2025.
What is it about Hulks and just giving away spoilers?
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, you're right. Ruffalo
gives away spoilers all the time.
He's a sieve. Don't tell Ruffalo anything. Apparently, you're right. It did. I think Ruffalo's going to be in it. I think we're going to get all the Hulks. I think we may even get Braun.
I haven't done the tacos. Tacos on the table.
Oh, sorry.
How good will Harrison Ford look hulked out?
I mean, he looks dope in this picture, right?
I mean, yeah.
My favorite thing from the trailer is him going.
Yeah.
So
Like
good.
he looks so small. It's like they're making him look smaller because he's like all in here like this and he's all looking at him.
They also announced over the weekend that Harrison Ford has signed on for multiple movies in the MCU. So
Well,
Here we
he
go
must
again.
have had a lot of fun because we know he doesn't like doing shit like that.
Right.
yeah.
Or they're throwing a hell of a lot of
Crazy
money at
theory. Edward Norton is in this movie.
I think he would.
him.
That'd be smart.
Well, do they consider the leader a Hulk?
I don't, but
I don't know because I think it would be smart for us to get a Gray Hulk. I think we're probably going to see his son.
Are we going to get a Maestro?
a Maestro.
I don't know if we're going to get a Maestro just because I don't think they're dealing with time travel in this movie at all.
Yeah, that's true.
And you would have to go into the distant future to get Maestro.
Mhm,
So,
mhm.
do I think we're going to get Amadeus Cho? Probably.
Yeah, we're getting Braun.
Mm-hmm.
My
Go ahead.
no, you're fine. Go.
They've
My
already
tacos-
introduced
Let's go to tacos. So
My tacos are on the table.
Yeah.
They're just regular tacos. They're not irradiated or anything.
my irradiated taco. No, my green
Gamma
red
enriched.
and gray tacos that were gladiators on a planet of purely trash are smashing into the table.
Nice.
Yeah.
Like I said, they've already introduced Amadeus Cho in universe just as himself, though.
Did they?
Yeah, I want to say it was.
They introduced his mom.
Hold on.
Oh, that's
in
what it was.
Age of Ultron.
That's what it was. They introduced his mom.
And
Oh.
I think she mentioned she had a child at home at some point, but I don't think he ever showed up. But
that's what it was. Is they introduced his mom.
it was Age of Ultron.
No. I think they've introduced Amadeus Cho too.
Oh, did they? And
oh no, they haven't.
Okay, so
Sorry.
who was right?
No, I know. No, it's
all right.
It's the.
This is what being a female comic book fan is all about.
Well,
everybody.
I know he's in this movie now. So
did you go on IMDb?
No, I went on the wiki and it says this is for an upcoming MCU movie.
Oh, that Amadeus Cho is going to be in an upcoming movie? Okay, yeah.
So he is probably going to be in this one.
Wow. Wait, does that mean we're going to get Agents of Smash?
I hope we do, because now
that is going
to be amazing.
She-Hulk. I'm calling it now.
We get an Agents of Smash movie.
She-Hulk and Red She-Hulk, both in this movie.
That would make sense, just because we know that that Betty Ross is supposed to be in this movie too.
Yeah, Betty Ross is supposed to be in, and I really think there would be really good chemistry between Anthony Mackie's Captain America and Tatiana Maslany's She-Hulk.
Oh yeah.
AKA
oh my god. And there would be like some sort of like him getting up out of bed or her getting up out of bed. That's all I'm saying.
What kind of Captain America are you? You're sleeping with my cousin?
No, it would be this. You're not Steve Rogers. No, I am not. Door closes. Next morning, he gets up and she goes, "No, you're not." That's it right there. Cut the check.
Because this Captain America,
that might be the name of the episode. This guy. No, so far the working name of the episode is Comic-Con Words Are Too Hard. Because there were so many slip-ups into this. That's the working name, unless we find something better. So let's move on, guys, because that's the end of the rumors, is what we got this week. So let's get to the part of the show that everybody is here to see.
We went through those rumors pretty quickly.
Yeah, I know, right?
There were only 2 of them.
Exactly.
But still, I mean, look, I'm real excited about Brave New World.
And now
especially after seeing the trailer.
Well, guys,
now for the eponymous segment.
Yeah. Let's jump into this, guys. It is time for the download. All right.
Am I back to Demon?
No,
nope.
You're not a demon.
Okay.
You're not a demon right now.
You're good.
Ladies and gentlemen.
For more news, trailers, reactions, check out the Distance Nerdington post.
Oh, yeah.
Let us know what you're nerding out on or nording out on.
That's for all you Norwegians.
It's over. The joke is over.
It'll never be over. It's gonna be a running joke now. We need to make a T-shirt that says "Distance."
I was about to say we need like a
Distance
T-shirt with
Nording.
mountains and whatever.
And I want one that has "We're just Nords on fjords."
No, here's
Nords on
shirt.
It's just a picture of Johnny and Sunny's head.
Yeah,
it's
right next to each other, and they have like suns around.
And then the subtitle is "We're just Nords on the fjords."
Nords on the fjords. Then we make sure we send that to our Norwegian.
There you go.
Coalition.
Yes.
All right. Well, let's jump into the first story here, ladies and gentlemen.
What the fuck? Okay, so
man, you got the F word down there, buddy.
He's dropping them today.
Like they're hot.
Okay, so Michael Bay is an idiot. No. Michael Bay and former Paramount Pictures president Adam Goodman have teamed up to develop a film and TV treatment for controversial internet sensation Skibidi Toilet. Okay, what?
Is this one of those early internet things?
And no, this is a very recent internet thing.
Why does it look like Roy Kent?
It does look like Roy Kent. Skibidi
with an interview. In an interview with Variety's Strictly Business podcast, we are absolutely in talks right now, both on the television side and earliest conversations right now on the film side. But it's not a be-all, end-all for us. For those of you blessedly not familiar with Skibidi Toilet,
like me,
in 2023, Alexei Gerasimov uploaded an 11-second video to his YouTube channel, Dafuk. Boom. See what I did there? Called Skibidi Toilet, which featured a head emerging from a toilet singing. And Hollywood is back to looking into toilets for its next projects.
Oh God! All right, I'm pulling it up. I'm pulling it up. None of us have seen this. It's 11 seconds. It's not going to really mess with us. Skibidi.
I mean,
Toilet.
Will we ever be able to get out of our head after that?
Probably not.
No.
Sandra says no.
She said, "Don't pull it up."
Just God, no. No. Just
She
no.
said Bruce's friends love this, just no. And Chad said no.
What the hell? Hold on. I can't find the actual thing because like everything is like 2.5 minutes long, or like nothing is like a short version of it.
How about we watch it offline?
Yeah,
and then we'll talk about it next week or on Thursday.
Oh God. Okay, hold on. Apparently Colbert did a Skibidi Biden.
Oh
God.
And it's like Biden doing.
Anyway, we're moving on.
Yeah, let's just move on. Let's not. I'm not gonna waste my time with the rest of this. Oh my God! All right, here's your cloak, extra pointy. Last week, it was announced that the script was finished for Todd McFarlane's long-awaited Spawn movie, and that the title of the film is King Spawn.
Dun dun dun.
The Hollywood Reporter said King Spawn now has a completed script, one that McFarlane and producer Jason Blum's Blumhouse have enough confidence in to start a meeting with directors for the movie. The film is set up at Blumhouse. Jamie Foxx is still attached to star in the movie. I'm kind of excited for this because King Spawn was a really good storyline. So
cool.
All right.
Wow.
Moving on here. Do you guys have any thoughts on this before I move on?
Not really.
Nope. No thoughts.
So let's go ahead and move on here. Speaking of dead things coming back to life, AMC has released the trailer for The Walking Dead Daryl Dixon Season 2, which is subtitled The Book of Carol.
Oh.
Regarding Season 3, it will shoot in Spain and be released in 2025. The series tracks Carol and Daryl. It's funny that they use those two characters. Carol and Daryl as they continue their journey towards home and the ones they love. In a statement following the Comic-Con panel, Norman Reedus said, "I couldn't be more thrilled to announce a third season and be working side by side with the brilliant Melissa McBride."
And doesn't he have another Boondock Saints movie coming out too?
Rumor.
They're
doing another Boondock Saints.
Yeah.
We made jokes about that in Deadpool versus John Wick, and that still hasn't come out yet. The Walking Dead, Daryl Dixon Season 2 is set to premiere on AMC on September 29th. I haven't watched it. I know James has watched the Daryl Dixon show.
Mm-hmm.
I really stopped watching after like season 7.
Oh, you lasted longer than me. I went half a season.
And I've never seen it and don't want to.
It was good. It started off really good and then just got it just really got
No,
rid
I'm
of
pretty
the
sure. I'm
comics.
pretty sure Last of Us is the only thing I'm going to watch with zombies in it. I guess they're technically not zombies.
I mean, like it was good. I'll give it that. Like it started off as a really good show. First couple seasons were really good, and then it just got kind of like out of hand. And
Mhm.
you know, it was supposed to be like, oh, a few people survived the zombie apocalypse. All of a sudden, there's like giant communities of people, and you know, everybody's trying to kill each other and all this other stuff. I'm like,
And it becomes less about the zombies, more about the people.
right, which that's fine. I would prefer that, but it's just kind of like it just went crazy. James says he does have thoughts, but James, you're not on the show.
That's right. Also, I read the comic, like the first like 6 issues, and I wasn't really a fan of the comic. So I was like, why would I want to watch a show that I'm not really a fan of the comic on?
Right.
So, you know, we all have our own things. So,
Right. So let's go ahead and move on here, guys.
So we go from Carol and Daryl to Mrs. Penguin. Holy gender swap, Batman. It was announced at Comic-Con that Minnie Driver, love her, is set to play the Penguin in Bruce Timm's upcoming Batman Caped Crusader animated series. Tim said, Batman is so early in his career that in the first episode, he's still an urban myth. And that's exactly what Bruce Timm sounds like. He went on to say, it's not year 1, referring to the Frank Miller Batman origin comic. It's more like week 2.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Like brand new.
Yeah. Like he hasn't even really got those shoes broken in, people. Batman Caped
Or that
Crusader
cowl twisted.
premieres this August 1st on Prime Video. Not the pointy ears like they have in year 1.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you guys think about that?
It's interesting that Minnie Driver is playing the Penguin. I kind of want to see what that performance sounds like. I don't care that the character is gender swapped as long as it makes sense.
Yes, for the series.
Yeah, as long as it makes sense for the series. I mean, in all reality, the Penguin doesn't need to be male, female, anything like that, as long as the character is a crime boss.
Maybe the Penguin's non-binary.
I think they're saying that it is like straight up female.
Well, they're saying Minnie Driver's playing the Penguin.
I mean,
but that doesn't mean that it's not necessarily.
I guess she could. I guess they could be non-binary,
or maybe she's Oswald's mom.
Could be that too. This also is supposed to be taking place in what, the 1930s, 1940s.
Yeah, it's like if it's, I don't know. I know very little about this one. I don't really keep up with the animated side.
So Caped Crusader is supposed to take place like it's an alternate universe, and it's Batman. If Batman were actually in the 1930s.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, then that makes sense.
Cool.
I love it. I'm watching every episode.
Yeah.
That's all it took. It was just. It's a period piece.
Yeah, it's
like, oh, it's the 30s. Sure, bring out those gams. Let's see all that. Let's see all those mobbed up people.
Exactly.
People. I don't know the terminology. I'll get back to you all.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, holy fooling of Gotham, Batman. Batman producer Dylan Clark has revealed that a new spin-off series for the Batman is being developed to expand the universe that Matt Reeves is building, which I thought that's what the Penguin is supposed to be. The news comes not long after it was announced that the Arkham Asylum spinoff was canceled. There was also a Gotham PD spinoff in development as well that was also scrapped. The only spinoff we know for a fact that is coming is the Penguin series, the events of which will lead into the Batman Part 2. Clark said, "We're looking at this entire world as it relates to who Batman is, the antagonists around them, all the crime that is to be navigated in the city, trying to figure out where all the areas are best to explore." The Penguin is set to premiere on HBO on September 19th, 2024. So it's right around the corner.
I'm really excited about that. I just like every time I see Colin Farrell. It's Colin Farrell, right? Colin Firth? No, Colin Farrell. Okay. Colin Farrell. Maybe not Colin Firth. Colin Farrell as Penguin. I am just so blown away by the makeup. Like all the he does not look like Colin Farrell
at all.
And he doesn't sound like Colin Farrell. and I am totally like immersed in that. And I think that this might be his best work ever.
Yeah, that's also so far, and this will be controversial for some people because some people really do love Danny DeVito's Penguin,
Mhm.
but this version of the Penguin is the closest one to the one in the comics.
Yeah, oh yeah,
Yeah.
especially the Iceberg Lounge
Yeah.
Penguin.
Like he's a mobster. Like that's
Yeah.
straight up. Like yeah, he's taller than you kind of want him to be because like some of the signature traits that the Penguin has is that he's a short dude with the big nose. But I mean, like he's
and
he's
loves umbrellas.
Yeah, he's kind of portly. He's got the kind of like bird beak nose. He's just a little bit taller than we want him to be. But I mean, I'm okay with that if we're still getting the right version of the character.
The right characterization is more important than
correct.
Yeah.
Correct. It's the same thing. Like Hugh Jackman is way too tall to play
for Wolverine.
Great Wolverine.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter as much as the characterization.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
I am a little kind of, I don't know about concerned, but confused as to how long this kind of Matt Reeves verse is going to go, and if it's going to, mess with some James Gunn stuff.
It's not. So, yeah, they said like firmly that the Batman, the Matt Reeves Batman stuff is all Elseworlds.
Yeah, but it's still I feel like it might be confusing for general audiences or whatever. Just a little bit. I'm just saying.
Yeah, and I can see that.
Yeah.
Like it's the way that they're looking at it is they do want to create Elseworld storylines where creators can take these
cool.
create stories. That's why the Joker is still getting its sequels and everything like that.
I see. All right.
Yeah, I like that Sewong said that Danny DeVito's version, he was more of a freak of nature.
And then James said that we need Bridgerton Batman.
Yeah.
Yeah, I put that on screen a second ago.
Yeah, I just thought that was funny.
Bridgerman.
So we go from Dat Badass to we need to see Dat Arse.
Bat Arse.
That Bat Arse.
This is Invincible Arse. During Comic-Con, Prime Video revealed a first look at the third season of Robert Kirkman's Invincible animated series. Gosh, there's a lot of Kirkman shit in this. Well, it was Comic-Con. It's a poster featuring Mark Grayson's new suit. Looks a little like some Nightwing suit there. There aren't any additional details to share as season 3 hasn't even premiered yet. But it was previously reported that Prime Video renewed the show for seasons 4 and 5. Invincible season 4 was confirmed at Comic-Con.
Nice. Yay.
I like that they're doing that. And yes, they can sell more toys.
I mean, are they selling toys for Invincible though?
I feel like somebody is.
I don't know if they're toys for kids necessarily, but
No. Atomically correct toys.
So we just need that ass then is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Dat Arse.
Dat Arse.
Is it are these more Bridgerton jokes that we're doing right now?
No. I just didn't want to do the other thing. I like it when British people say arse. Okay.
It's yes.
Yeah. So we go from one hero to we need a hero. Seriously. Soldier Boy is touching my no-no place. The Boys universe is expanding with a new prequel spinoff series titled Vought Rising. The series was announced at Comic-Con by Jensen Ackles, who will star in the series, reprising his role as Soldier Boy. Ackles will also be joined by Aya Cash, who will reprise her role as Stormfront. Vought Rising, which was created by the main creative team behind the Boys franchise, led by Eric Kripke, making sure that Jensen Ackles and the whole Supernatural crew have jobs for them.
Yeah, I know, right?
Ackles Soldier Boy is the first American non-aging suit created by Frederick Vought during World War II. Stormfront was Frederick Vaught's first successful test subject for Compound V, and she married him before they moved to the U.S. The Boys prequel Opsis, hopefully no giant penises, synopsis.
The Boys prequel opsis. Hopefully, no giant penises. Synopsis. Big old twisty boa constrictor dick.
It's a twisted murder mystery about the origins of Vought in the 1950s. The early exploits of Soldier Boy and the diabolical maneuvers of a suit known to fans as Stormfront, who was then going by the name Clara Vought. That's it.
That's all I have. That's all I got right there.
Yep.
And scene.
I'm interested in this because it's a fun prequel thing where you're going to be able to see two characters that we've already gotten, but like like their history together and like kind of like how they know each other and everything like that. If it's World War II, that means we're not going to get like what's his name? But I mean, like if they're doing it like in the 1950s, the origin with Black Noir was more around like Vietnam.
Yeah.
So
that's true.
Mm-hmm.
And it's cool, I think, because we'll get to see Frederick Vought, and he's the one that kind of started the whole thing. So I think that'll.
Oh, she's gone.
And she's back.
What? I'm back.
Oh, you're a robot again.
You're a robot.
Great. Motherfuckers. Okay, I'll be right back.
Well, that works. Have you caught up on The Boys?
Nope.
Have you ever watched The Boys?
Nope.
You need.
What?
It's on the list.
I'm telling Shadu he needs to watch The Boys.
Oh yeah, it is on the list. You know what? I did say, hey, we should start watching The Boys.
And then we haven't yet.
Yeah, and he was like, we will.
Especially after the season finale, now is a good time to get into it.
Yeah, definitely. But I'm excited. I enjoyed that, and then we've got Gen V season 2's coming up.
Yeah,
so like, there's a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah, it's gonna be great.
Stay Wong. It's Mystery Men on crack.
Mystery Men on crack.
It really is. It really is.
That's a good
All
way
they need is a freaking bowling ball.
Yeah, I know, right? So let's move on here, guys. Showtime was at Comic-Con.
Better than Skinamax.
It's true. True. It's better than Skinamax. Showtime announced at Comic-Con that a new Dexter spin-off series is being developed titled Dexter Resurrection. Michael C. Hall is set to reprise his role as Dexter Morgan.
Wait, he had a last name in that?
Yeah, Dexter Morgan.
Huh. Okay.
This series is in addition to the upcoming prequel series Dexter Original Sin, which is set in the 1990s, and Hall serves as narrator of the series. In the finale of New Blood, Dexter is seemingly murdered by his grown-up son Harrison, played by Jack Alcott. Dexter Resurrection is set in present day and is a follow-up to the 2021 Dexter New Blood. The plan is to launch the series in summer of 2025. So yes, I'm excited for this. I love Dexter. Such a great series. And Michael C. Hall had a nice high until cancer said fuck off. I'm happy he's in remission though.
Yep.
Not gonna watch it.
It's good. It's really good. What's not good about a murderer that hides his murders with being a forensic blood splatter analysis?
I just wasn't, I had gotten really annoyed with him after 6 Feet Under, like, because I watched all of 6 Feet Under.
Oh, with Michael C. Hall?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And because of that, I was like, I'm not watching Dexter. So I just never watched it. And now I feel like I've been down that road so long that I'm not going to go back.
Yeah, the weirdness of him marrying the person who plays his sister in the movie and divorcing later, but I mean, still.
Yeah, it's just...
Okay, so that's the thoughts. I'm assuming Shadu never watched Dexter 2.
Nope.
No, he did not.
All right, well then we will move on. We're rolling out some Transformers 1 news. During the Transformers 1 panel at Comic-Con.
That's the best I could do, okay?
A clip was shared by that featured Starscream, and it was teased his story arc with Megatron. The clip featured the first time we heard Starscream speak, and his voice sounded very familiar. It was confirmed at the end of the clip that fan favorite villain is voiced by Steve Buscemi.
Oh my God, he was in Monsters Inc.
Steve Buscemi is amazing, and I want to know if he's just playing Starscream as Steve Buscemi or if he's actually doing a voice.
Oh, I'm betting he's just doing Steve Buscemi.
Which I think that'd be hilarious, is to hear Steve Buscemi as Starscream. So in the clip, the main characters are captured by the Cybertronian High Guard, but when Starscream orders the 4 characters to kneel to him, D16, aka Megatron, refuses. So the two end up getting in their fist fight with each other, and D16 pretty much kicks his ass, and in the process damages Starscream's voice. Oh, so that's what. So he basically like punches him in the throat, and he starts sounding like a whiny little bitch from then on.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah. No, Megatron.
Yep.
I would never betray you. That is the first time I have ever tried a Starscream, and that wasn't half bad.
It wasn't.
No. Yeah.
Definitely, your Starscream.
Yeah. You did a little Christopher Walken there. And then Steve Blum for his favorite VA for Starscream. I love Steve Blum as Starscream. It's actually pretty good. The whole thing is
Transformer 1 rolls out in theaters on September 20th.
I was just about to say that. Thank you so much.
And
We were on
from
a roll.
I am actually excited to watch this movie because it seems more and more fun the more we find out about it. So
from above the sky to under the sea. It's the best I'm gonna do. Who lives in an X-wing under the swamp? Oh,
Mark Hamill.
oh God! To celebrate a quarter century of SpongeBob SquarePants, Nickelodeon showed up in Hall H at San Diego Comic-Con and delivered an epic panel. Fan favorite Star Wars actor Mark Hamill made a surprise appearance to reveal that he'd be voicing the Flying Dutchman in the upcoming 4th SpongeBob film.
Hi, SHDU.
I don't think I could do any SpongeBob voices.
What do you mean you can't do any SpongeBob voices?
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
I can do SpongeBob. I can do a halfway SpongeBob, but I can do a pretty good Patrick.
No, you do pretty good Patrick.
Yeah. There you go. That's a good one. It's the
SpongeBob. The SpongeBob movie, The Search for SquarePants, is due to come out in 2025.
Did you guys see? Okay, that actually was a really good Gary right there. I can do Mermaid Man actually.
Oh, Mermaid Man, what are you doing? No, I can't do
Mermaid Man. What are you doing? No, did you guys actually see the Hall H like at least the panel for that when they announced Mark Hamill was in the movie?
Nope.
No.
So
I did see the Harrison Ford when he came out, but I didn't get to see Mark Hamill.
So Tom,
Holy shit! Mark Hamill and Harrison Ford were both at San Diego Comic-Con at the same time.
I know, right? So
and if they met, Harrison Ford just cursed him out and left. But
so Tom Kenny is on the stage announcing, like he was announcing something when he was doing it in the SpongeBob voice. And they say, we got a new actor to play the Flying Dutchman, right? And he goes, "Do you guys know a little actor named Mark Hamill?" And he comes out on stage. Yeah. Everybody goes nuts, and he tells him to say something as the Flying Dutchman, and Mark Hamill does the Flying Dutchman on stage. So,
that was awesome.
Which he sounds exactly like the one from the cartoon, anyways. So,
nice. All right, I'm in. I have not been caught up with SpongeBob for a while, especially these movies, but it was part of my childhood, so
yeah. No, I haven't been caught up in it either, but I am excited for it. I haven't watched the last like 2 SpongeBob movies, but I mean it's not like I can just sit down for a night and turn them on Paramount Plus.
Right, exactly.
Right. So let's go ahead and move on to the next story here, unless you guys have any other.
So what profession really needs sponges a lot? Doctors. That's who.
Doctors.
I was gonna say
that's
being
who.
like an ancient aquatic alien species, but you know.
The Gallifreyan doctors need SpongeBob stat.
All right.
Disney and BBC recently announced a new Doctor Who spinoff series at Comic-Con titled The War Between the Land and the Sea. This is a 5-part series that stars Russell Tovey and Gugu Mbatha Rao.
Close enough.
Close enough.
She's the one that played she was in Loki.
Yes, she was.
Oh, her.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Alongside returning Doctor Who cast members, Gemma Redgrave as Kate Lethbridge Stewart. Oh, I love her as Kate Lethbridge Stewart. And Alexander Devrient as Colonel Ibrahim.
Ibrahim.
It's funny because I look at that name and I just want to say deviant.
Right, and it's not as like Devrient. All right,
deviant.
Deviant.
Alex Deviant. That's his
Alex
name.
Deviant.
In the series, when a fearsome and ancient species emerges from the ocean, dramatically revealing themselves to humanity, an international crisis is triggered. With the entire population at risk, UNIT steps into action as the land and sea wage war. I love UNIT. The
Starring
series
Jason
also
Momoa.
features the triumphant return of the Sea Devils, classic Doctor Who villains first seen in 1972.
That's cool.
The project begins shooting next month.
Also starring Jason Momoa.
Jason Momoa is definitely going to be in this.
Yeah.
He plays the head sea guard thingy.
He plays Khal Drogo.
He plays Khal Drogo. Oh God. Any other comments on this, guys?
No, that sounds awesome.
Not really. It sounds cool. I think it's gonna be neat. I love that they've got Gemma Redgrave. She has done a really good job as Kate Lethbridge Stewart. She's that like person that's like really British, like upper crust British, almost as like weird as Rebecca in Ted Lasso. But she's way more straight-laced until somebody messes with her crew, and then she goes all bitch boss.
Gotcha.
Or boss bitch. No, boss bitch. She goes all boss bitch. That's what she goes.
Yeah, and I was kind of familiar with the Sea Devils. I loved the idea of like the Silurians and all of that, where it's this. They're not exactly aliens. It's like a different sentient species on Earth. So. Yeah, no, I think it's a really interesting concept, and I love. Is this like actually what they're supposed to look like?
Yeah, I think so.
They look amazing.
Yeah, they look really cool. They look kind of turtle-like.
They do look kind of turtley.
Yeah. Anyway,
do I know turtley enough for the Turtle Club?
Turtle.
Yeah. The Long Family Cosplay, aka Jeff, saying Rick Sanchez told you not to touch the fucking oceans.
I know. Oh my God. That is like one of my all-time favorites. Is when he's like, I told you not to touch the ocean.
Well, let's go ahead and move on here. I'm actually stupid excited for this because our friends always come through. Netflix's The Toys That Made Us series will return for season 4 and season 5. The announcement came 5 years after the third season arrived.
Lord.
I know, right? The announcement was made at Comic-Con over the weekend by series creator and guest and friend of the show, Brian Volk-Weiss, and his team. I love Brian. That guy was so cool.
Yeah.
They also announced the toy brands that will be covered in the seasons: Ghostbusters, Hot Wheels, fast food toys, Pokemon, Polly Pocket, superhero toys, Nerf, American Greetings, so specifically Strawberry Shortcake, Mad Balls, My Pet Monster, all that kind of stuff, right?
Yeah.
No release date has been announced, but hey, I'm ready for it. I'm ready for some new toys that made us.
Very cool. I know when we had Netflix. I watched, I think, the first season of this. So
Yeah, we
It was really
watched a
good.
couple of it,
But,
yeah.
yeah.
We need to get Netflix again. We got
We
to get
do.
that Netflix.
Because they have not only this, they have the toys that made us, they have the movies that made us, they have if you have Disney Plus, they have the Behind the Attraction is another one.
Mm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The what was it? Larry Hama did he do some of the toys that made us? He did the G.I. Joe ones, didn't he?
I think he did, yeah.
Yeah.
I
I
think,
met him at Comic-Con here, and he's really
Frey, I'm pretty sure. I mean, you'll know about this. I think Daniel Pickett was on it.
Yeah, was he? Was he?
Yeah, I think he
that's
was.
Cool.
That's
Good for
one of
Dan.
yeah. So that's a family friend.
Daniel. He was at San Diego again this year.
Oh,
Nice.
cool.
Nice. And of course, the Long Family Cosplay is asking for a specific question here.
Oh, is it one of the toys? Every toy could be used as an angry vibrator. That's all I'm gonna say.
Do I want to know where this joke came from?
If Deadpool,
Did you not watch the movie? You didn't watch Deadpool?
Oh yeah.
Blind Al's like, are you holding? Just like, hey,
Are you
Al, my
holding?
back. Are you holding?
I'm shaking like an angry vibrator right now.
I forgot about that joke.
Oh God! It was like, what?
As soon as when the trailer came out that was on, I put that in my thing that said I'm shaking like an angry vibrator. So yeah.
Well, guys, we're gonna move on to some of the bigger news,
And now we are moving on.
we are moving on to Star Trek with Shadu.
Or, as I like to call it, Section 31.
Section 31 with Shadu. Shadu.
Yes. So, first off, we are not merry men. At the Star Trek panel in Hall H, one piece of news that was the surprise of the hour, a new series in the works from Star Trek producer Alex Kurtzman, Justin Simeon from Dear White People in the Haunted Mansion, Justin Simeon and Tani Nelson moderated the panel and are co-writing a half-hour live-action comedy with the steward of the Star Trek franchise, Alex Kurtzman, who will be making his half-hour writing debut. No title or format, single camera or multi-camera or whatever, have been revealed for the comedy in which Federation outsiders serving a gleaming resort planet find their day-to-day exploits are being broadcast to the entire quadrant. Additional clues provided by Simeon and Newsom include that the comedy will feature some 25th century shenanigans, odd couple pairings, and vibes. So, what do we call Star Trek hipster millennials?
I'm gonna call them top knots.
Top knots.
I have one question. Is the planet Risa? It better be Risa.
It better be Risa.
Or they
There's
make a
gotta
new
be
planet.
more than one pleasure planet.
I was gonna say they're probably gonna make a new planet out of it.
Maybe. I don't know.
Probably gonna be like just like a resort planet.
Yeah.
Not like the exit to Eden planet that Risa is. No,
That's a great episode.
You don't know that one, Phil?
It's gonna be more like
Exit to Eden. You don't get that?
it's gonna,
Go ahead.
I was gonna say it's gonna be more like what was that show on HBO where they go to like different hotels from like different parts of the world?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I don't
Oh,
either.
the White Lotus.
White Lotus. It's gonna be a White Lotus planet.
There you go.
Hmm.
It's probably gonna be close to that. But White Lotus is similar to Exit to Eden. Written by Anne Rice was the book, and Rosie O'Donnell was in the movie.
All right. Well, let's move on.
Anyway, moving on. This Star Trek news is everywhere, everything, all at once.
Aw.
Yeah.
Paramount Plus premiered the first trailer for Michelle Yeoh's Star Trek Section 31 movie at Comic-Con. Finally.
Yeah. they
This
did.
is a unique Star Trek story and crazy energy, boldly going where no Star Trek series has gone before. Yeah, you'll get the joke. Yeoh will reprise her role as Emperor Philippa Georgiou from Star Trek Discovery, specifically the Mirror Universe, as we're about to get into. The movie centers around the Mirror Universe's version of Michelle Yeoh's character, Emperor Philippa Georgiou, who joins a secret division of Starfleet. Tasked with protecting the United Federation of Planets, she must also face the sins of her past. Filming will take place from January 29th through the end of March. of
Wait,
Hey.
2025,
they dropped a trailer, but they're doing another round of filming.
apparently. Well, it just says filming will take place.
Interesting.
Maybe
Very
they did like a. You know how they do those like pilot trailers?
But it's a
Where they
movie
come-
though, so that's like what makes it weird.
Maybe it's like
well-
reshoots or something. I don't know.
Maybe it might. I mean, why so late? I don't understand.
I don't know.
I'm gonna have to double check this and be like, why are they like? If it's-
Yeah, that seems a little.
That does seem a little odd.
yeah. And you guys dropped a trailer for a movie that has not filmed yet.
Do you think maybe they filmed it from January 29th through the end of March this year?
Maybe, or the trailer that because have you guys watched this trailer yet?
No, I haven't.
No.
Seen it, so
I haven't
Okay,
seen
I
it.
wonder
I
if the
I
trailer.
didn't know it was existed.
I
so-
wonder if the trailer is one of those like teasers with just like a picture of her face.
like that, like
Yeah,
that right there.
Yeah.
Like what we've got.
Yeah, so it's like
Yeah.
it's not actual like footage from the movie. It's just like a hey, we're doing this kind of thing, you know.
Yeah, this is still happening.
Exactly. Well,
You guys know I have hypermobility in my toes.
Shadu, moving on.
Yes, and moving on, the lower decks are soon to come to an end.
Oh no.
During the Hull Hates Star Trek panel, we were treated with a Star Trek Lower Decks segment in which we got to see the trailer for the 5th and final season of the animated series, as well as an October release date. And you can watch the 5th and final, for now, season of Star Trek Lower Decks on October 24th, exclusively on Paramount Plus.
I have not watched this. I heard it's really funny though.
I watched the first season. I know Chuck was a fan.
Yeah, Chuck liked it a lot,
No, it was pretty good.
but we're not getting Paramount Plus for it.
No, I didn't think so.
Screw that.
Which is part of the reason I'm not caught up with all the Star Trek stuff.
There's
I
so
still
much.
love it, but I know I'm so much. And for our final Star Trek story, there's no living long or prospering in this one. During the Star Trek Universe panel at Comic-Con, I presume in Hall H as well. That seems to be where all of these come from. A sneak peek was shared for the upcoming 3rd season of Star Trek Strange New Worlds, where the crew appears to be vulcanized. The upcoming season will also feature a Hollywood murder mystery episode rooted in Star Trek reality.
Oh.
Star Trek Strange New Worlds Season 3 is set to engage in 2025.
Engage thrusters.
Yeah. so-
And that's our that was our
That was all of our
section-
Trek
that was our
news.
section 31.
So we were trekking along,
trekking along.
trekking away.
Well, we trekked, but now it's Val's Brave New World, and we are all here for it.
I am.
Yeah. Marvel brought Thunderbolts to their Hall H panel this year at Comic-Con, complete with footage from the superhero and ensemble film, as well as the incredible cast. David Harbour is teasing that the film will have major repercussions in the MCU. Our characters are going to interact with something that we don't really understand, and it fundamentally changes the course of the way things expand. That's all I'm saying. Oh my God. I'm getting calls tomorrow.
So what
During
you're saying
an interview.
is,
Huh?
so what you're saying is the hierarchy of power in the MCU is about to change.
Maybe. During an interview with CBM, Wyatt Russell, playing Johnny Mayonnaise,
Johnny Mayonnaise.
and Stan were making jokes about Buffy washing his vibranium arm in his dishwasher, which we actually got to see in the footage shown at Marvel's Hall H panel. Russell and Stan joked that it's because Bucky doesn't have a lot of free time. Right. That's when Russell let it slip that Bucky is a member of Congress. A detail that probably wasn't meant to be revealed just yet.
Wait, what?
What the hell? You know, Marvel had a lockdown on this shit, and then suddenly everybody, Mackie and Stan, and they have given Tom Holland all sorts of crap for that.
Yeah, they have.
The film is currently slated to close out Phase 5 of the MCU. Thunderbolts is set for release on May 5th, 2025.
To be fair, it wasn't Sebastian Stan that let it slip. It was Johnny Mayo that let it slip.
Yeah.
Damn it, Johnny Mayo. You had one job.
You had one job. Yeah, no. I don't know, because I don't know how to feel about this. The movie's been rewritten like 3 fucking times.
Yeah.
And on top of that, I know that they said that they're trying to introduce Norman.
Yeah. Osborn.
Yeah. So like Norman Osborn plays a big role between the Thunderbolts and Dark Avengers.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like I feel like if they're doing like congressional shit and they're doing like, you know, things like that, like if it's something that is going to change, you know, the implications and like fundamentally change everything within the MCU.
He's too old to be in Congress because he's like 100 and something now.
He's almost as old as some of the congressmen we have right now. So almost. He's still younger than the Republican majority leader in the Senate. So
right, he is still younger than Mitch McConnell.
He's the minority leader because.
Oh, is he the minority? That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
The Senate, yeah.
So moving on from this,
swerving back into the MCU and out of reality.
Some of the biggest news that we got this weekend: make way for the king. For Doom. Yeah, that's right, ladies and gentlemen. During the big Comic-Con Hall H Marvel panel, the crowd in Hall H went wild because Marvel Studios has officially announced that Joe and Anthony Russo will be returning to direct the next 2 Avengers movies that have been in development. And those films include number 1, Avengers Doomsday and Avengers Secret Wars, which means they have officially pivoted from Kang the Conqueror to Doctor Doom.
And I say, Doom, Doom, Doom. This casting was rumored about a week ago, and it was so unbelievable that no one believed it. But it is 100% true, and the crowd at Hall H went frickin' nuts over this. It was just confirmed at San Diego Comic-Con that Robert Downey Jr., Iron Man himself, is confirmed to play Doctor Doom in Marvel's next 2 Avengers films, Avengers Doomsday and Avengers Secret Wars. Downey even showed up at Comic-Con dressed as Doctor Doom for the big announcement, saying, "I told you I like playing complicated characters." Interestingly, Downey Jr. auditioned to play Doctor Doom in the 20th Century Fox's Fantastic Four movie before he ever landed the role of Tony Stark in Iron Man. So, thoughts?
Thoughts.
Gotta hold off on mine for a second.
As much as they said that, you know, the Anthony and Joe, because I watched the presentation, Anthony and Joe said the only man that can play Victor Von Doom. So they did specifically say Victor Von Doom.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And my thing is, I'm still holding out that it's not Victor Von Doom, that he's playing that he's still playing Tony Stark, just from an alternate universe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I feel like that too. Like that's what I thought. I mean, it's
because then he'd be playing the infamous Doctor Doom.
Yeah.
Because infamous
I
Doctor
think
Doom is
so.
Tony Stark.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. But if they say Victor Von Doom.
Yeah. I'm wondering if it was a slip, or, you know, like where my hope is, because like I love Robert Downey Jr. I think he would probably play a great Doctor Doom because he can rein himself back and play a more serious character. But I don't see him, like I don't think they should do Robert Downey Jr. playing Victor Von Doom. I think if anything, he should be infamous Doctor Doom, because the infamous Iron Man, the infamous Doctor Doom from that comic line, you know, it's a alternate universe. What if Tony Stark was Doctor Doom?
All right. So story-wise,
Mhm.
I think they'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Now, what's really happening is Kevin Feige got scared. He got scared.
Yeah.
He went with the Russos, who have gotten hits for MCU before.
Yeah.
A lot of them. It did both Endgame and Infinity War, which were beloved.
Yeah.
Both. And they got Robert Downey Jr., who, if Iron Man hadn't done what it did, we would have no MCU.
Right.
So I feel like this is a knee-jerk reaction. The pendulum is going the completely opposite way that it needs to go to. It's an overreaction, and I feel like that's why this all happened.
Yeah.
Okay.
So honestly, that's what it is. Do I think it's going to be great? Am I going to watch it? Yes, I will. Will I love it? Probably. Because I think Doom needed to be. I think Kang was prematurely
ejected.
exposed.
They just didn't. They didn't execute King the Conqueror correctly.
Yeah, and then
everything that happened. Yeah.
Then,
but like my whole thing with this is like, again, I associate Robert Downey Jr. with Tony Stark, so it's just kind of like, yes, people are saying that. Okay, well, what about all of a sudden I'm forgetting his name, who played Thanos?
Josh Brolin.
Josh Brolin played Thanos and Cable.
Yeah, that was a different universe.
Well, it was a different universe, which are now merged. But the thing is that those two characters are still completely different characters, and they're like, the played completely different. Whereas Robert Downey Jr. is Robert Downey Jr.
Yes.
And the thing is
and
like
Tony Stark is Robert Downey Jr. in the movies. I mean, honestly, that's who he is.
So I have two thoughts.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Is one of them Chris Evans? Because Sandra said Chris Evans, and I can't hear anything now.
I am skeptical, first of all, of this. I'm just confused. I understand I agree that it was a knee-jerk reaction. It was something where it was like, Kevin Feige's got 2 buttons in his office. He's got an emergency thing, with the fire fire extinguisher or whatever.
The release the hounds on the people that have told secrets.
Well, no, it's like the fire hydrant thing, or not fire hydrant, fire extinguisher thing, and you just break it with a hammer. And in there are 2 buttons. One of them's Dr. Doom. One of them's Robert Downey Jr. He pressed both of them.
Oh, and that's how we got Robert Downey Jr.
And that's how we got Robert Downey Jr. as Dr. Doom.
Oh, okay. All right.
No, really. I understand why they did this. I am interested to see how this works. I'm wondering because we've already kind of delved into multiverse stuff, right?
Yeah.
Regardless of whether Kang is still the villain or not, which apparently he isn't. So I think it's going to be a bunch of different versions of Doom.
Right, and that's kind of where I'm going.
That's kind of what I'm thinking. It's like Robert Downey Jr. is one version of Doom. Maybe he is the infamous Doom or whatever. And then we have somebody else. My vote is still Cillian Murphy to play Victor Von Doom in the MCU, or there is no Victor Von Doom in the MCU, and we get almost an invasion of Dooms or of this Doom or whatever.
Well, I mean, you can do Doom Wars, and I mean, like that.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. You can do Doom Wars, and because I feel like and obviously, I feel like continuity-wise and with Doom's ego, I feel like he would not have hidden this long. So I almost feel like we don't have a Doom in 616, but we're going to get other Dooms coming in. And so you can kind of do a Kang thing, not really, but you can still play on all the multiverse stuff.
Right.
Yeah. I do think he's going to be from an alternate universe because because they're the next story that you want
Yeah.
to do. So let's do the next story, and then we'll talk about this.
Yes. Yes.
Well,
it is.
I was going to say, like, I think that what's going to end up happening is it's going to be what they were planning to do with King the Conqueror, but they're doing it with Doctor Doom.
Mhm.
Yes.
You know, and the whole thing, like I said it all at the beginning when we first got into the story. You know, infamous Doctor Doom. It's the infamous Iron Man, right? And
Mhm.
the reason I keep saying that is because I think that in Doomsday, there's something multiversal is going to happen. By the time we get to Secret Wars, we're going to have multiple Doctor Dooms, and the Doctor Doom of the 616 is going to show up.
Mm.
Like maybe he is the king of Latveria that is not like that's been staying out of everybody else's business, and now he
It's
has
Right.
gonna be like one of those grumpy old men that's like, y'all need to get off my lawn.
Or it could be a Wakanda situation too.
that's kind of what I'm thinking is that it's more of a Wakanda situation where he has kept Latveria away from the world, and now
And then he's like, "Wait, the world needs me," or something.
Yeah.
which
Yeah.
is the way that Doom thinks. You know, the way that Doom
Yeah,
reacts.
exactly.
What about the 916? That's the way that Doom reacts to things. It's the way that Doom does things. Is you know, he is the hero of his story, even though he is the villain for everyone else.
Exactly. Which I think
Yeah.
is an amazing character. And
Yeah.
I mean, that's what makes him like the villain.
yeah.
Right.
Like
And I
that-
certainly think this is not bashing, Robert Downey Jr. at all. It's just he's so associated with Iron Man that you
They
need to figure this
built
out.
the MCU
Around
him.
around
around
this
Robert
man.
Downey Jr.'s Iron Man.
yeah.
I'm just saying.
What about the 916?
Anyway, yes, we should
770-440.
I'm worldwide, bitch. Act like y'all don't know.
we should be moving on to these other stories that are all
Yeah, so let's go ahead and move on here.
Yes.
So fantastic news or doomed news. Seems like fans are still reeling from the news that Robert Downey Jr. was cast as the MCU's version of Doctor Doom, as they are still talking about what that means and how exactly that will work.
like
We don't
us.
have
Like us.
exactly. Right? We don't have any story details to share. A report has surfaced that says when Downey Jr.'s Doom will make his MCU debut. So the rumor says that the plan is for us to first meet Downey's Doctor Doom in the mid post credit scene for Fantastic Four First Steps.
Okay.
You know, so I mean, again, that just means we're going to get some kind of reveal. Now, again, Fantastic Four are going to be dealing with something multiversal, anyways. That's how we're going to get.
They're in a different universe,
Right. They've already established that they're in a different universe, right? That these are the Fantastic Four from a different universe.
Okay.
We know that the multiverse is a thing because we've already had Chris Evans as Johnny Storm. Spoilers for anybody who hasn't watched it yet. But you know,
And no, he doesn't take his shirt off.
He takes his
I
everything.
mean, I guess
off.
he does in a certain way.
He takes everything off,
but that's the
including
thing.
his skin.
Why are
Shut
you
up, that's a
talking
spoiler.
about it?
That's a
God,
spoiler.
really?
Don't say anything.
Really?
Don't say that.
I'm
Oh
sorry.
my God.
Look, I said there would be
Mia.
spoilers at the beginning of this, did I not?
I mean, you did, but still, that's a pretty major spoiler. Don't throw that one out there. Early bird in the chat. RDJ playing Doctor Doom, and in the Instagram chat. RDJ playing Doctor Doom, not Tony Stark being Doctor Doom. We'll see what happens. Let's not assume anything.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah.
Let's look.
No,
We'll just
absolutely.
leave that whole thing out when this goes live. Oh.
But
No.
no, I mean, I agree. I do think that there is a plan, and
Yes.
I've enjoyed everything that they've that has come out with the MCU. And so I definitely think that they have a plan. I think it's going to be interesting, and they'll make it work, or
Right.
I'll never speak to them again.
Yeah, I'm interested in seeing where they go. Again, we can speculate all day, but they may just take a whole left turn out of it too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, I
I
mean,
do feel like since that we know this Fantastic Four is going to be in a different universe, that it does make me a little bit more hopeful that maybe Robert Downey Jr. is the Doom of that universe.
Right. And again, like I want Doctor Doom really bad. I feel like this is a way to get Doctor Doom in the universe. And I'm with you, Shadu, because I've been saying it for years. Cillian Murphy is the perfect person to play Doctor Doom.
And I think John Hamm, but whatever.
John Hamm would be good too.
John Hamm would be
John
He doesn't
Hamm.
want to do with it.
I feel like John Hamm might be like a better Mr. Sinister almost.
No, Omni-Man.
Yeah, John Hamm has got the height.
Yeah.
And he would have the presence to do Doctor Doom really well. But the way that Cillian Murphy, like his acting, would give him
is I think that depth that
right.
It's that
and you need a character that's almost Shakespearean.
Exactly.
He can whisper
Yeah.
and freak you the F out.
Which is Doctor Doom.
Yeah, like I said, like you need somebody who's almost Shakespearean in the way that they that they present themselves, and Cillian Murphy is that.
Hey, I got a question for you guys.
Yeah.
About this.
Yeah.
So, what does it take to assemble this star power?
Woo!
Nice
transition.
That is the transition of the year, right there.
According to Variety, Marvel is throwing down $80 million for Anthony and Joe Russo to direct Avengers Doomsday and Avengers Secret Wars. Well, that's $40 million, and if they divide it, that's only $20 million each for each.
Yeah, it's
movie,
$20 million though.
Okay. And significantly more for Downey to play Doom in the two epic films.
Yeah, this is how I feel about that.
It really pisses me off to no end.
I want that money.
Yes.
Yeah.
The Russos' deal doesn't include back-end compensation, but it does contain performance escalators or performance escalators. Why did I not know about this? That kick in at $750 million and $1 billion thresholds. Russos will also produce the two films through their Agbo production company banner, which is a first for Marvel Studios as they don't really work with outside producers, preferring to keep the team in-house. Downey Jr. also said he would return only if Joe and Anthony Russo would direct the Avenger films.
Ew,
An insider said they're the only ones that he would work with. As for Downey Jr., his deal is also filled with all kinds of perks, which include private jet travel, dedicated security, and a whole trailer encampment.
Oh,
now,
God.
Question, does the security all have to wear Doom outfits?
Yeah, because they're Doombots.
Yeah. Are they all Doombots?
They're 100%. His security is 100% Doombots.
I remember Robert Downey Jr. when he was young and kind of a prima donna. And trailer encampment kind of gives me prima donna. My prima donna sense is tingling.
Prima donna sense is tingling.
Now, of course, if you want to look like a Doombot, we don't have that. But we do have merch people.
Because our merch sense is tingling because we got merch people. Is your merch sense tingling? Because my merch sense is tingling.
We don't have hats.
We don't have hat. Because of the long hat.
Because Bruce loves it so much that it is now Bruce's hat.
Seriously, I have not gotten that hat back.
Yeah.
Again,
So
if
Bruce,
you want
this hat's for you.
Yes, if you want hat, you have to go find Ming Chen and pay him at least as much as they are Robert Downey Jr. for coming back as Joe.
Yeah.
And also lick him on the cheek and say it's from Frey.
That's right. Right. But we do have shirts, $20. If you're local, 25. We got to ship it to you. Just DM us at Distance Nerding on your social media of choice, and we will get the size from you. Get your shirt reserved. Get it sent to you. We'll also send you some stickers, fun stuff on there. All the fun merchy things.
James says, Weird Science RDJ doesn't ask for trailer encampment. Yes, he does. He totally asked for that. And you know what? Johnny Be Good RDJ definitely asked for it.
Bruce has hat.
Bruce has hat.
Yes.
Wait, do you have to eat like pickles or something to get the hat back? Because Sanders, you know what you need to do to get it back.
I still have a Lego kit I owe them.
Oh, Oh,
I see they're keeping the hat hostage.
Yeah,
There
and
you go.
it's a
It's
trade,
like Game
trade
of
deal.
Thrones. You had to give one of your children to them for hostage, and as soon as you complete the what you need to do your mission, you can have your child back.
Oh yeah.
Or you just throw them off a wall. That happens too.
God. So let's talk
That's
schedule here,
called
guys.
defenestration, baby.
God, let's talk schedules, ladies and gentlemen. On Mondays, we do game streams on Twitch from 8 to 12. Obviously, I didn't do one this week, mainly because I was driving back from Oregon. So there's no way for me to actually play a game stream while I was driving a truck.
He was playing live action Frogger.
Yeah,
on the
100%.
way home.
Tuesdays, the download from 6:30 to 8:30. The show that you're watching right now, we're actually ending early for once.
Ooh.
Wow.
yes.
Uh-oh. I feel like we
Wow.
weren't as funny this episode then. What
We
the
were-
hell?
Yeah, I know.
We are actually pretty funny. Full truck. Exactly. So the download from 6:30 to 8:30 on Tuesdays, guys. Come and catch the news, the rumors, the breakdowns on everything. We talk it all on Tuesdays. Thursdays,
But we
the
do
build.
not break dance.
No, none of that. Thursdays, the build from 6 to 8, where I build Lego and a combination of everybody on the screen here and Graveyard interview a guest on screen, and we have a crap ton of nerdy fun. This week, we are talking with Mark Scheffler, who is most famous for starring in the 1970s film Last House on the Left, and then going on to have a successful comedy career. So
Good.
I don't think this is the right Mark Scheffler.
no, it is.
I just look really the executive director of the Timken Foundation.
Yeah, that's him.
The Wisconsin state senator.
Yeah. James, right? James, I have 2 episodes because I didn't get the episode out last night. I've got 2 episodes scheduled to come out tonight, so they will come out tonight. Just making up for the fact that I didn't release Monday's episode, but we do have episodes now scheduled for every night this week. If you would have been here at the beginning of the show, you would have heard that, James.
What's the deer?
Oh, they're all saying deer in the chat.
Yeah. And then they said, Def ask Phil, Frey. That's what Tater said, and Sandra asked me to ask you.
The last time we drove up to Bend, Oregon, there was a fire that was going on.
Oh yeah. Is
Yeah.
it the Bolton fire or the Bolt Neck or whatever?
I guess so. It was a big fire, and it's late at night, driving on the freeway. There was like no cars on the freeway at that point, but like 3 deer just showed up in the middle of the freeway, and deer in the headlights me. So I had to hit the brakes, and swerve a little bit, and didn't hit them. But then as I go start driving again, the deer just like takes up and starts running in my path. I'm like, you're a dick.
So how have you had a lot of encounters with deer?
No.
Oh, okay. So in the Midwest, especially like, Oklahoma, it happens all the time. They actually have some things called deer whistles that you put on the outside of your car and they make a sound so deer don't come near it.
Yeah, we have a lot of deer.
Yeah, there's a lot.
Yeah. Well,
to the point where we have family that actually hunt deer. One of them killed like a doe instead, and you're not supposed to do that. And so they took the fawn with them, and they actually gave it to the zoo, the Tulsa Zoo. And that deer lived its whole life in the zoo because of all of that.
Wow.
And that's my deer story. Thank you, everyone. Thanks for coming to my Jenn talk.
Jenn talk.
And if you want to be dear to us,
And yeah,
you can find us.
Have something you want to discuss? Tell us what you're nerding out on. And
We
make
gotta do-
sure to
we gotta do
let us
pluggables
know
first.
in our Facebook group, The Distance Nerdington Post.
correct though. We do need to do.
We need to do pluggables.
so
I was
I'm gonna put you on the screen because I know your mom doesn't want to do the pluggable. So there you go.
I mean, look, I'll just cover them.
Okay, thank you.
I am SHDU Studios on YouTube and on Instagram. I do short films, music, world building, teaching RPGs, and other nerdy stuff. I am also on Frey's channel. We have a little series called Classified, where we take your favorite pop culture characters and place them into their respective Dungeons and Dragons classes. Jonas classes ended a few weeks ago, and we're still workshopping a new series to replace it. In the meantime, we are, at some point, filming Season 2 of Classified. That will be happening soon, I'm sure. In the Distance Learning Sphere, I am on the download on Tuesdays, which is the very show you're watching right now, the build on Thursdays, and I am on Kyber Cave Productions, as you heard earlier, for the Saturday Morning Nerd Out, which is currently on hiatus, and the New Order, which will be premiering very soon.
All right. So, with that being said, now we get into the rest of the stuff here.
Yeah.
So here's
And if you want to be dear to us,
hypermobility in my toes. See that? See that? Can you tell? Look at that. Look
I
at how.
thought that was your other hand for a second.
No, those are my toes.
I feel like the internet does not need to see that, but okay. Yeah.
I mean, it's the internet, and all they want to see is feet. So, I mean, there you go.
Pretty much.
So you connect with us on our
That's a
OnlyFans.
So, guys, before you connect with us on OnlyFans, of course, what we need you to do is head over to distancenerding.com and go over to the top of the page right there. You see that buy us a taco button right there? You can click on that buy us a taco button. You can buy us a taco. Join the taco party. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. It's the best way to support us and help us continue to do more events and get more prizes and do more things, guys, because we want to continue to attempt to entertain you guys, and I'm sure you guys enjoy us trying to entertain you. So again, best way to support us is to head to distancenerding.com, hit that buy us a taco button. You can buy us a taco. Of course, the other way that you can support us is tell your friends all about Distance Nerding. You can leave us
a Fight Club. You can talk about us.
Exactly.
Yes.
You can leave us a review on Apple Podcasts or on Spotify or wherever it is that you're listening to the show. Leave us a review. That lets the algorithm know that, hey, you like us. You really like us.
Yes.
And of course, ladies and gentlemen, connect with us on all the social media places, everywhere that exists. If it's on the internets, we're there on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. It's not X, it's still Twitter. Twitch, TikTok, Threads, YouTube, Discord, MySpace, Vine, GeoCities, Friendster, Second Life, AIM, Farmers Only, Christian Mingles, OnlyFans. It's only pictures of Aaron Watson's feet and mandals, the beard, and Jamez's glasses, just judging you on the table, staring at you, of course,
Right into your eyes.
gently judging you, and of course, anything that SHDU does for money ends up on the OnlyFans. She's like,
So you can email us at dist.
we're everywhere at Distance Nerding. Of course. If you want us to break up with your boyfriend, girlfriend, significant other, pet, schoolyard bully, annoying neighbor, or just tell us how much you enjoy us, hate us, or wish the internet would consume us completely and spit us out at the feet of RDJ himself as Dr. Doom, you can email us at dist.
And again, you can also put in requests for me. So,
Yeah.
I will be accepting them as of now. So.
Yeah, you remember, you can pay him anything, and he will do anything. 10 cents, do something strange for a piece of change.
No.
Yeah.
It's going to need to be more than that.
He likes that paper money, people.
Like I said, do something strange.
You have gold bars. Gold bars, we'll take those.
Oh, yeah,
He'll
sure.
sing the Ghostbusters theme.
Very badly.
It's a good episode, though, guys. It's pretty.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah.
It's good.
Yeah, still
Yeah,
pushing
yeah.
somewhat early. And then OnlyFans.
I mean, if you keep milking it, we're gonna be here after.
Absolutely. That's the whole point, is I'm milking everything right here.
Really?
Yeah, no. And it's nerding at AOL.com, and we will read it on the air. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is it from us behind the scenes. And SHDU really did just leave. Okay.
He was like, I'm out, peace.
25,000. Peace. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thanks, and keep nerding together. It is now
nerd
time for the
together,
dance party.
Everybody. We're gonna
Yeah, we're nerding together.
we're dancing and nerding together. We're nording together.
We're Norton together.
Nording together.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is it from us. It is now time for the dance party. Let's get this going.
Distance nerding.
The action figure showcase.
She looks pissed.
On smash.
Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am your entertainment for the evening. My name is Saba. I am a sword of sorts, and I am here to make the party keep going. Here we are. Ah! See everybody on Thursday.